My company is Crystal Technology Screens. I am just now getting up, needed some much needed rest. I had a very busy day today. Oh man, trying to find me an outlet for my cord. I think I found one over here. All right, so this is from customer request. They want to know more about the acoustic screen setup that I had in here. So I'm going to show you how to have a portable acoustic screen. I'll be adding more to the title because I just didn't have enough room. You never get enough room with the titles when you're doing a live stream. They only give you 60. I don't know what that's about, but hey, YouTube, if you're going to update some stuff, how about add 100, okay? Because that'll make it a lot easier. I got to go back in, I got to change stuff. All right, so we're going to show you from this setup right here how you can have a 100-inch, 150-inch acoustic screen. Now, this stand will hold anything from 100-inch all the way to 120, all the way to 180. We got some people that are getting ready for summertime already, and they want to be able to set up a nice portable screen outside, something they can take down, move about, and so forth. This surface is perfect. This is a pre-coated blackout cloth surface that we use in some of the demonstrations. I got one upstairs, 127-inch. I got another one, 148 in the next room. But these are for people who are going to have it portable. You're going to take it down, put it back up. So instead of going out and spending all this money for an expensive frame with grommets, all you got to do is use one of the photo backdrop stands. They're pretty cheap, very affordable. Now they got them lighter and they got them heavier. I chose to get a heavier one. A heavy one cost me around $109. I'll put all those links below, including where you can get the surface from, and you can set this up. So let me show you how easy this is. Customers requesting this. Wants to know how hard it is to set it all up. It's really, really, really easy. I said we're going to put a couple of these outside to show you how you can sandbag them and all that good stuff. All right, so let me get you set up here for the stand. Oh man, I had a real busy day today. I was out of the house today. Out of the house and about. Still got outside gear on. So, let's show you what we're going to be putting together. Let me pull this back. I got a demonstration to do in about a good maybe half an hour for a floor screen. That is going to be set up for 2 Facebook channels we're on right now. They want to know about, can we project on the floor? We're going to show that off next. So it's real easy, okay? This right here is the acoustic surface that we have. It's coated with the invisible Black Widow technology right here. Like I said, we got them from anywhere from 100-inch to 128 to 150 is the biggest we make. I have people requesting for bigger sizes. We're only having 150 people. That's it. We'll have bigger than that once we get a machine in here that's going to do the grommets for us when we design our own acoustic screens for this summer, that we can make them bigger, like 180 inches. All right, so this is for the stand for the speaker. All right, I'm going to put this here. All right, so pretty easy. The stand is going to come in one large piece. That's it. That's what the stand's going to come in, one large piece. You adjust how high you want the screen from these levers right here. And here, this adjusts how high you want the screen. Your bottom half at the bottom, pretty easy. If you ever use a tripod on a camera, same thing. It reacts the same way. This right here, this knob right here, connects up if you want to expand it out the feet, or you want to bring it in tight. Got a lever here, and you got a lever here. Mine here is always fully extended, always here. And then right there. At the top part right here, you'll get these rails that go across. You find one? There you go. So, very easy, these rails. Oh, let me just get the rail too, might as well. We'll have like a little peg system from here to here, little peg system. Just take this, put it in. Locks in place, that's it. That's all you got to do. At the other end, you'll have these holes like this. And these holes right here will fit over top this right here. All right, and once that locks in place, you will get a washer and this screw right here like this. Put that over top, screw it in, that's it. That's all you gotta do. Now you can adjust your height and all that from these particular areas right here, just by moving these in and out and tighten them up. You can also adjust how long you want it by removing the poles. You get 4 of these poles. All 4 together does 150 easy. Easy does 150 with a little room left in there to tighten the screen up. You don't want it to a point where you don't have enough, or it's overlapping and you got to wrap it around. You don't want that. You want it to be tightened as much as possible. Now, several ways you can go on adding that. You can add it with using the Velcro zip ties. If you're going to be taking it apart, I would go with the Velcro zip ties. All right, so let's start it up. Where are we at with the lock in place? Like so. All right. Oh, wait, we got a hole there. Let me go to the side. There we go. Make sure that the holes that you have, like this, are always on the outside, not on the inside. So that's the very end. Now I would suggest getting the heavyweight stand. The other one's nice, but it's a little flimsy. I got both of them. This is the company I bought it from. It does come with a carry bag. You can put everything in your bag. You're done. Expand my legs out a little bit. And to expand the legs, all you got to do is just take it, loosen it up. It seems to adjust a little bit. Hold on for a minute. Sorry about that. There we go. And it is loose. That's it. Bring it up. That allows you to expand it right in between there. You can adjust how you want it. I usually like to sit mine down before I do mine, so I know exactly where I want it at. Tighten it up. All right. Alright, so it's always best to put the frame on while you have it down. You put the screen on while you have it down low, so that we have to reach up for the bucket. Put that in. Make sure that's a little bit over. There we go. Alright, okie dokie, let me see. Did we were smart enough to bring clamps downstairs? Were we not? I'm not sure. got one clamp here. Nope. And that's all our clamps upstairs, as usual. We always forget something. We don't use demonstrations. There's always something we forget. So that's clamps upstairs. Put it right that quick. Now the surface will have grommets. So like I said, we're going to clamp ours in. Let me see. Where we at with this? This is a short side. This is a long side. Let me clamp a little bit over because it doesn't exactly fit. We'll see. You'll get that. Just to shift a little bit. You're good. It's a little drunk on you. But you're good. Get a little piece. Right there. And then we'll get a little tipsy on you. Like so. Alright. Alright, so now you gotta do now is just expand it. I like to step back a little bit. Ouch. Step right on top of that, what you call. See if I got it even. This side a little off. A little bit. Like that. That's good there. Press it off a little bit. All right. That's done right there. Now all I got to do now is get something to clamp that side a little bit. I should should be using this size, but that's good right there. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit, but we're good right there. All right, cool. $4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's do the jazz because we got sound to come through that. And that's it. That's all it takes to set it up. And you're finished. All sound is coming through the screen. All sound comes right to the screen. That's it. That's all it takes to set it up. Now, if you're going to be using this outside, keep in mind the light can pass through these screens. When light passes through these screens, they will fade. Now, keep in mind, as we said before, if you're going to be using this outside, have this against a wall or something where you're not going to have a lot of light pushing through. These actually do much better than the other ones, but still, best to use this technology is around 6 or 7 o'clock. That's what we have posted on the website for using outside. You can, now when you first start off, you're doing around, you can get away with around 5, close to 6 and so forth, but that does require a 4,000, 5,000 projector. Once you pass the 6, 7 o'clock mark, it doesn't make a difference what you got out there. You can use 3,000, you use 2,000, it doesn't make a difference. Picos as you want. But the difference you're going to see in this technology versus a gray or white screen, as we showed you before, gray and white screens can't see contrast, can't see color. It's going to be like looking at a white spot in the middle of your screen. That's what it's going to look like. What are you doing? That's me talking to my cat. My cat's always wondering what's going on downstairs, especially when there's too much to do upstairs. All right, let's grab something else.
When you step into a new day, willing to take on whatever's asked of you, that new day is yours to own and yours to be proud of.
And this is a customer screen. This is already sold already. We got another one over there at 250 inches to knock out today. These are already on their way out tomorrow. We're doing a 128 inch again. We got another customer coming for 120 inch, and then I'll be showing off my 120 inch because I want one for myself, which I haven't had time to do one for myself yet. All right, we got to do lights out too because I want to see lights out. All right, we're doing customer requests today. Like I said, we have a few customers that are setting these up for the summertime. So let's get this started. All right, so also to add, we are going to be doing this demonstration inside and outside. Right now, it's too late for me to be outside right now. It really is. So we're doing this for inside right now. Then we'll do a demonstration outside tomorrow, if the weather is well. What else can I add real quick? Now, for the summertime, we are going to be doing summertime kits. These are going to be pre-coated surfaces. Some people don't have the room to coat a 150-inch screen. This is 100. We know how big a 150-inch? That's 150-inch sitting on my floor right now. So some people don't either have the time or don't want to paint it. So we're going to have a couple pre-coated screens, such like so, that you can use for outside. The same one that I have outside. This is the same size on the floor right now. We're going to have it all the way up to 150 inches. These we will pre-coat and ship to you for free. So if customers request some of that, people are already getting ready for the summertime already getting set up. That's why I got to get done in here so I can set up out there soon. We also found a new surface coming in soon. Something we picked up, we're experimenting with. We even have companies that have been offering us different forms of surfaces that we can apply our technology to now. And someone sent us something, and we are definitely picking it up. It's affordable on our end. And this is something that we're going to pre-coat our... I don't know, we haven't decided on it yet. We're going to do it yet. We might design a... because we got an invisible version, like I said, of this for glass and for advertisement. What we make here is not designed for glass or advertising. Visible technology and bit on this stuff, you can't use it for plexiglass, and it won't work that way. And if it all works out well, we're going to call it an activator. The activator is not for sale. So what the activator does is it converts any black surface into an OLED screen. It allows for any black surface to accept and receive white light. So that is something we're going to be working on for experiments for the new screens we're going to be designing for next year, the wallpaper screens, our own lineup of wallpaper screens. You know how easy this makes our job? So what works out, the way God's showing us how it's going to work out. That means we can get a black piece of plexiglass, a thin plexiglass, like a credit card, and all we have to do is hit that thing one time, and it'll activate that surface, and it'll turn that black surface into that highly well-lit OLED with dark levels and white levels and all that good stuff with one hit. That means we can spray with the equipment that I want to buy. The same units they use for spraying cars down, one of those units. Do you have any idea how many screens we could manufacture within in a month? And again, like I said, all the plastics we use are going to be recyclable materials. So our supplies are endless. As long as there's plastic roaming the earth, plastic bottles, whatever, we're cleaning the earth, number one, on one end, and the other end, we're recycling all the materials and turn them into projection screens. And the formula is completely eco-friendly, completely breaks down. So that's what we're working on. So someone sent us something over. It looks extremely promising. So we may be showing off probably really soon, probably about 6 months by now, the first legendary black screen. And this is going to be something a little different, like I said, but you know, we're going to show it off yet, but you know, the material is what we're going to be working with. But that's our main goal, is to have a whole lineup of wallpaper screens. It makes it so much easier. Think about it. There's no assembly. There's no putting anything together. Take some Velcro, stick it to the wall, but so I was going to have magnetic strips, so I can't get into that on how they're going to move them to the wall, but it's going to be pretty interesting. And nothing, just take it out of the box, roll it up. When you're done with it, put it back in the box, and you're done. That's fantastic for companies, because at the end of the day, companies don't have these big, bulky screens sitting around. They can just basically roll them up, put them in the box when they're done with it. And the beautiful thing about it is the technology works on cheap projectors, which means your company doesn't go out and spend all this money for this high-end projector to make up for contrast and color and all that nonsense. You can just buy 720p projectors and it'll look amazing. Save you a lot of money at the end of the day. All right, let's see what else we got on here. We can play for the customer real quick. What do we have here? Samsung Foods. Okie dokie. Oh, by the way, the acoustic screens are both front and rear technology. So you can throw projectors behind the back of it. We got people asking for DJ screens. Oh, we're building a DJ screen. We're building a setup for it, a display. We got a couple of DJs already on board. We're setting up for their acoustic setup. We're going to design with speakers, the whole 9 yards, floor lighting up, everything. The outside setup. Show you how well the acoustic push through the screen. We coat these things. People worry about the sound being muffled. The way this technology is designed, sound can pass through it. We have some more lights over there. This will work. As I said before, this is something you can't do with a gray screen. Your active visual effects are always in black. They got party lights over there. Gray screens reflect all that light back at you. Black screens absorb all that in. That's why it's not affected by any lights that are going off over here. Screen's absorbing it. I think I start my 100-inch party screen. Yeah, we're going to design a 100-inch party screen. We're going to have DJ speakers here and here. We're going to have lights going off on the stand and everything. All speakers are going to be going behind the back of the screen. We're setting it up for a display outside. We've got a lot of people over here basically have little parties, get together and all that good stuff. So we're going to show you how to set up a really cool DJ setup for your parties, visual effects, karaoke machines. That thing does karaoke. I forgot. So you're about to hear Mr. Bird's the worst of the worst when it comes to singing because, yeah, I'm going to be testing it out outside. And I got a few neighbors around here. They sing, they do karaoke, so they're going to get a kick out of that thing when we get done building it. All right, let me see where we're going to go from there. Let's check out the horse.
Monumental savings are happening right now during our President's Day sales event at Conocelli Toyota.
Oh, yes, white levels are insane.
All month long, you'll save a 0% APR 5.
The reason why we're doing this majority with the lights out, you know how Mr. Bird works. I like to have my lights on my environment, I like it nice and bright in here. But as I said, this is customer request. Customer wants to know exactly, we showed him exactly what he needed to set it up. We sent them links for the material, which is buying the screen. We sent them links where to get the stand at. He wanted to see us put this whole thing together, set it up, see how fast it is to put it together, and break it down and take it apart, which is really fast. I mean, these things are fantastic. I don't even know why I didn't think of this earlier. Keep in mind that the grommet frames can be a bit expensive. They can run you $400 or $500 easily for a grommet frame. But using the photo background drops, man, connect it in, pop, 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 you're done. String actually goes higher than this. We have it so shortened because of the ceiling. Connect it all in. I would suggest if you're going to be taking this thing apart over and over again, to use the Velcro ties instead of using the zip ties. Zip ties, you got to keep snapping them. I had a couple of them keep snapping, or you can clamp it. But if you clamp it, you can only go but so far up at the top. It's just going to have to hang from the bottom. So just use the Velcro zip ties, much easier to hang. And the whole thing comes in a carrying bag. Let me show you where the bag is at. This is our bag. It came with a unit. This is the company we bought from right there. Comes in a nice bag. Throw everything in there. Throw your screen in there. Mind that screen is wrinkle and crease free. You can ball it up and put it in a trash bag. It'll stretch out flat every single time. That's why we like that surface right there. That's it. Now, mind you, for those of you that are looking to do turn your screen into that ultra flat surface like we have over the gaming screen, exact same surface. But except for with this surface, when you staple this down to your frame, you want it to be nice and tight. To be a little tip here. And this is the one you actually prime with Network Gray 773. We like that it works much better. First, second, let it dry. And when you want to stiffen it out, the highest I will go is 4 applications. Once you're done, it'll be nice and smooth. You'll see when we build the 140-inch levitating screen that one day we'll be upstairs because I have to get the Lowe's and have them order the surface to get here so we can get all that done. Okie dokie. Let's go pop over here real quick. Let's go grab, let's see.
Liberty Bibbity. Liberty
Bibbity.
Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you
Need.
Helping our environment isn't about
Liberty Bibbity. Now, projector behind me, we're using our Sony VPL. Sony's not VPL. Christie LW400. The price tag for this projector behind me, $500. And some people say, well, you know, 4,000, 5,000 projectors going to be so much money. It's not a lot of money, people. It's not. Go over to eBay. You can get them for $300. You can get them for $400. You can get them for $500. That's the most I always pay is $500. That's it. That's what you'll pay for them. So it's a lot of money. Some people don't want to go near it because it's 720p. They don't want to go near it because it's an older model. No, there's nothing wrong with the projector. The sad thing about, like I said, these projectors you have right here is they were displayed off white screens and gray screens. So yeah, companies got rid of them, went out and got more advanced projectors than these. And at the end of the day, they spent a whole lot of money for something they didn't have to do because the projector they have behind them produces amazing contrast and color. The only problem, they couldn't see it because they dumbed down the projector on a white screen. That's why. So fantastic for me because all Mr. Bird got to go in there and take $500 or even $1,000 and he could clean up in there and walk off with all these projectors. This is why you see me with all these projectors in my environment because these projectors right here, I know the potential of what they had. The problem is the people who developed it really couldn't see it because, again, they didn't have our technology at the time. So think of the gold mine we walk into when we go into eBay and we go shop and we're like, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start. That's what my world is right there. I couldn't care about contrast. I couldn't care about color or 8-bit or 12-bit. Don't care. Couldn't care if it's 720p or 1080p, don't care. When I buy it and hit that screen, it's going to look incredible because that screen's going to do all the work. And that means I have to spend less on the projector and I get more bang for my buck out of my machine. Instead of me spending $3,000 for a machine, or $4,000, or $5,000, or $1,500, or $1,200 for a machine that I think is going to give me the best ability, but even at that, I'm still cheating that machine. And when that machine becomes outdated and they drop them, nobody wants them, guess who's going to come along and buy them? Me. And guess who's going to get the full potential out of that screen when they couldn't get it when the projector was in its heyday? Me. There you go. So I'm getting all the ability for what that machine was designed to do. The only problem is at that particular time, they can't get it because their screen dumbed the projector down. Pretty sure when they designed it, this was the intention they were looking for. The only problem was they couldn't get it because the screen couldn't provide it. Someone on the line, something made you grumpy. You grumpy man. And the reason why I got the lights on to show you, yes, you have options. You don't want to sit in the dark. You don't have to sit in the dark. These are inside and outside. This is a max out zone we have down here. As I said before, meters don't pick up down here. We have high fluorescent lights. They make contact with the screen at all times. As you can see, your reds are not going to wash out. You're going to maintain nice bright colors without the screen washing out or fading. There's no calibrating, none of that nonsense at the end of the day. You don't need any of that at all. Calibrating is only used to basically correct your color. And it's needed on screens that can't produce color. Calibrating started with white projection screens, not gray. It's the way to fix the problem when the colors were coming up correctly. The fact that you got to calibrate a projector for a gunmetal screen, freaking, that's nuts. I showed you in the last demonstration how much those screens cost. A lot of people don't realize how expensive those screens are. They're $3,000, $5,000, $6,000, even $18,000 screens. They're not cheap. I had a nice gentleman contact me today and asked me a question. He said, well, if black screens are so superior, how come you don't see them in movie theaters? Well, same thing. How come you don't see gunmetals? I've never walked into a movie theater and saw a black diamond. Never saw a DMP supernova. None of them. Never saw them. Maybe most of the ones I've seen, basically, if I could get up on the screen, they would scream with either silver or kind of a light gray, or some of them are actually white. But at the end of the day, I've never seen a diamond screen in any one of them. So I've never seen gunmetal in any one of the screens. Anybody ever seen a gunmetal in a movie theater? Nope. But I love how people will question me from time to time and go, well, it's just so superior. How come there's no black? Well, we think about it. You see all the gunmetal high-tech screens that have. Next, I've never seen a 100, 2,000, or 3,000, or 4,000 inch black diamond sitting there. Never seen one in there at all, period. Now, will we get a movie theater screen in there one day? Maybe. Not in my time. I probably did by then. But we right now, next year, we are working with two people who are investors who are in the process of designing drive-through movie theaters. And we're going to have our black technology over there. Now, with having our black technology there, that's the first step the first process of maybe getting into a movie screen. But first, we have to show that our technology can work on a massive, large scale. And I mean massive, large scale. We're not talking about the 80 inches, 250s, none of that. We're talking about gigantic screens. Now, we can show in a demonstration from a couple of these investors that are building these units, and we can show them that we can produce a screen at that caliber, that size, and especially be able to do it in earlier hours, like between 5 or 6. Usually when these screens fire up, we're talking about 8, 9, 10, stuff like that, and show a massive difference. Then guess what? That shows us that we can go back and say, hey, look, here's our demonstration. This is the company that'll vouch for us. These are the investors that put our product up here. We want to try a movie theater out. We can get into the door, get our foot in the door because we have that experience right there from the door. How much paint does it take to paint a screen that big? Whoo, man, we did the math on one of them. 1,000, I think it was 500, 1,000 inches we did the math on. It's something like 3,000 gallons of paint. It's a lot of paint. It's a lot of paint. All right, so what we're going to do now, we just ask the question, hey, I want to ask some questions. That's the reason why. You can't just waltz in and do that. It takes time. That takes time. It's not something you could just waltz in to a movie theater that has a $2 million screen sitting up there and say, hey, look, I want you to paint this black technology right on your screen. Let's see what happens. No, you have to have references. You have to have some kind of results showing you have done this on this massive, large scale. All that has to be done. You can't just walk in and do that. You know the reason why I can figure out why you won't see a gunmetal connected to a screen? Because of that reflective surface. That may be an issue right there. At that size, that could be an issue. All right, so now we're just going to take this apart. So very simple. We need to take this all apart. I'm going to hang these up here to tell you the truth. We can take it apart, put it back together for tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. I still got more demonstrations to do with this, but just take it apart. So taking it apart is very easy. Well, first things first, I would advise you shortening the screen. Depends on how tall you are. That would help out. All right. All right, so that's done. Doesn't make a difference. You don't have to fold these up. So you know that from the door. You don't have to fold up that surface. You can just ball it up, put it in the back. It doesn't make a difference. It's crease free. You're not going to have any problems with that. All right, take our frame down. Clamps. Now, just so you can see, if you're going to do clamps, this is what you want to go with these right here. The clamps that come with it are trash, just so you know. They're small, they fall apart, and they're trash. Don't like them. If you want to use clamps, you get these for $7. These are the heavy-duty large. That's what you want to go with. I'll put all the links at the bottom for you. This goes upstairs. This is mine. I can't get one. I'm up here too. Let's see. I guess I'll put this in here because I need to put this over here. Trying to get my shop cleaned up a little better in here. just now waking up. I had to be out today. Had so much work to do. So I have to go take care of some stuff today. There's a stand, very easy. So drop it here. That's one. This is the stucco wall. Now, advising, I guess I'll answer the customer's question real quick while we're here. Yes, I got a text message from you acquiring about 180 inch. We don't make them in 180 inch. We don't. The biggest we make is 150. That's it, that we coat. We don't make them in 180. And that 180 is a very big screen. Some people, when they look at 180 inches, they picture in their head, this is a big screen, people, an extremely big screen to set up. So you're going to have to anchor the daylights out of it. The bigger the screen, the more you're going to have to anchor it. So I would go, the biggest I would go for the backyard is 150 inch. Now, if you want to do 180 inch, obviously just go on near one of these right here. You'd have a much easier time hanging this screen up than doing one of these right here on this right here. We don't even have this at 180 inches anyway. The only way we do it 180 inches is that one right there, but we don't paint those, we don't pre-coat those. Only pre-coats are only going to be at 150 inches. That's the biggest we're going to make them. It's 150. So we'll probably do like 100, 120. I think there's a 135 in there somewhere, and we'll do 140, 150. 150 is more than enough. If you want something gigantic, like I'm building in the backyard, then yeah. Only reason why I'm going with the screen of 250 inches is because I've done the 180 inch already. I've done the 100 inch, I did dual 150 inches. Can't go back to smaller, you got to go bigger. Every time you increase, you got to go bigger. That's how it works with projectors. If you got an opportunity to go bigger, you go bigger. That's the one thing I like projectors over TVs. TVs will charge you. Yeah, fixed frame screens and motorized screens will charge you, but painting the screen is a whole lot different. Painting the screen gives you more power because you can basically adjust how big you want your screen at the end of the day. All right, so let me see. Go back to our stucco wall. Those people been asking about. Now, mind you, this is light stucco. This is not heavy stucco. So, you know, we don't support the heavy stucco, but we do support the light stucco. All right, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I don't want to walk off into something else and then you have to go through the video and you have to fast forward like good God, this guy talks too much. All right, I don't even watch my own videos from time to time. I talk too much. So I agree with you 100%. All right, people, well, that's it. I got to do a demonstration for the floor on another channel. We're going to be doing a demonstration for the floor. They love the thunderstorm. The thunderstorm is growing on their channel. We got people over there requesting for our website, but as I said before, we don't post on that site because we don't want to break any rules. Even though we did get permission from the person who developed the site, we don't want to do it because it shows. We feel it shows a bit of favoritism. We don't, even though they don't mean it that way. Still, so if you are on that message board where we're at, you want information on our products. We will send you a message to your messenger showing you where you can buy the product at. And again, thank you so much for the support because support has been fantastic and overwhelming sometimes. But thank you so much. And we also we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because again, without Him, none of this works at all at the end of the day if it wasn't for Him. All right, so that's how you set it up, fast and quick. Now, it's the same thing that if you're doing it outside as inside, but when you do it inside, you want to definitely get some of those sandbags. Get some sandbags, get 2 of them, And what you want to do is you want to take the sandbags, you want to hang one from the back, one from the front, put a little rope in between of both of them, zip tie one end, zip tie the other, and make sure you get a rope caught up in that zip tie. So you can actually just saddlebag. You can just hang it right here and hang it right down the stand. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a heavy duty stand. I will put all the links at the bottom where you're going to get the acoustic surface. That'll fit a screen size of 100-inch all the way up to 120, all the way to 150, which is the sizes we make. It stands about $109. Let's see if you want to go with, I don't know, we can get those Christies. This Christie is really hard to get, but we'll also show it off outside. I want to do this outside. We want to do it with the Christie LW400. That's the one we're showing on the site that the guy's selling them for $179. So weather's good tomorrow. We'll be out tomorrow and we'll set everything up and we'll do the demonstration again outside using that projector, and then we'll show you from there. So you have to spend, again, like I said, you're spending way too much money for your setups. Way too much money. Way too much money. Save some of that money. Go buy yourself a popcorn machine. Giant candy. What are you doing? A gumball machine? Oh, I don't have a giant gumball machine. Okay, that's something to put on the list to buy. Look at him. Look at him. Mr. Curious George. Mr. Curious George. You don't have enough to do in the house? Literally? Honestly? I see you're fighting fish in the middle of the, whatchamacallit, he's fighting fish on a staircase too. Gonna kill me one day. And you're fighting fish. Oh, man. I'm tired, man. But happy tired, not sad tired. Oh, well. That's the supervisor. Taco is now been appointed to the supervisor. He's the supervisor. What's up, buddy? What's going on with you right now? What's going on with you, buddy? Taco's the supervisor. All right. So, this is the company. Well, that's not the company, is it? Yeah. This is the company. Really? Seriously? You want to stand behind me when I'm backing up. You want to do that, all right? You want to play that game today? Okay. Your call, buddy. You know how cats are. Cats will sit directly behind you when you're about to move, and they don't want to move. Well, go ahead and play that game today. I know the name looks bad, but it's not what you think it is. Anyway, so this is the company we buy the surface from. I'll put the link, all the information from there. In case you want to paint it yourself, you want to paint it. We'd be surprised that even when we put the links up for people to paint them in, we got quite a lot of requests for people asking us to paint it for them. We don't mind doing that. You know what I mean? Some people may have, like I said, it could be some difficulty problems. Some people may not have the room to paint that screen in. So, like I said, if you have that issue, maybe you have pets, whatever it may be, and you don't have a big enough space, we can do the screen for you with no charge. We don't charge anything for that. I like painting at the end of the day. Just give me something more fun to do, but I love the paint. But we do put that disclaimer and all that stuff in there. But anyway, yeah, we can paint the screen for you. At the end of the day, if you 150-inch screen is too much for you, just say, hey, Mr. Bird, is it possible you can paint the screen for me? We can do it with no problem whatsoever. Free of charge. Why not? I like to paint. Everybody knows I like to paint. Sometimes I'll repaint a room just for the sake of just painting the room because I like to paint at the end of the day. Matter of fact, I'm going to be painting my friend's room, so I don't know how that's going to freaking work. I guess, yeah, I got a bit of a whole germophobic and agoraphobic going on with that right now. They just stay far away from me and I can tape off this section of the room. I'm good. Open the curtains, I can take that out, paint the rooms and be done, go jump from room to room. Or maybe they can just all go out to eat and I'll paint the room and come back in. I have an issue with human contact, so yeah. That's what I found out today when I went to go see the doctors today. Yeah, one of the things they diagnosed me with. So human contact is going to be an issue. All right, but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. All right, let's go, people. I got to go. Thank you for your time, and God bless. Everybody have me safe out there, and we got some more stuff. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We got some Amazon screens we're going to be picking up. We're going to be running over. I saw 150-inch with a stand, and we saw 100-inch with a stand. Already set up, made for outside. Yeah, we're going to run over a couple of these bad boys and turn them into jet black screens, man. Have some fun with them. So we're going to show you how to go on Amazon, pick out these cheap screens, cheap projectors. We're using some cheap projectors. We keep our projectors under $200 if we can. Under $200, 4,000 lumens. or 3000 doesn't make a difference. Get some cheap screens. Share to make some amazing setups outside with LED lights, the whole 9 yards, that you're not going to break the bank, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. And on top of that, you get that ultra black screen with amazing contrast and color at the end of the day. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. Got to go. Be safe out there, and God bless.